But if we go into the merge duplicates module and using this drop down, again, you can access all of the templates that are created by Insycle, and any other templates that you create are also saved here as well. So if we just open this one, what this does is it helps to find duplicates across your database. And you build rules to tell Insycle to go and search for these records. And so here we're looking at contacts. So we've got the contacts object selected up there. And we're telling Insycle to go find me any contacts that have the same first name, last name, and email domain. We're looking for exact match, but you can use similar or fuzzy match as well. And then you can ignore certain things such as symbols or top level domain. So things like .com, .co.uk, .net, you can ignore those as well. So it will help to find a better match. So when we click find, it will show you the records that is found based on these rules here. So if we look at this first group, we've got Zach Adam, and notice how the email domains are slightly different. So it's bosda.com, .io, .net, but because if you remember, we're ignoring that top level, it's only matching on the Bosda value that we can see there. So it's counting these as duplicates, and you can see other information about these records as well. So if we want to edit the layout, we can see the name and the email, that's what we're searching on. You can see original source, associated records. You could also maybe pull in like street address and just drag and drop to customize, and maybe even remove certain things as well. So when you've done that, this gives you an idea of, are these records actually duplicates? Do we want to merge them? Or if we're happy that they exist in the database and maybe they aren't duplicates, it's just the way that they've been matched, you can actually exclude the group. So if we want to tell Insycle, never consider these records as duplicates, we're happy to keep them separate. If you click this, they're then removed from that template, and they won't be matched, not just on this template, but on other templates as well. You can also review the list as well. So if you've got lots of different groups that you've excluded previously, but maybe you want to merge them now, you can re-add them to the template so you can consider them as duplicates now. But once you're happy with everything, so you've picked the rules to match, you've reviewed a couple of those records, and yes, the rules are matching as you'd expect and everything looks good, you can then tell Insycle, out of all of these records, which ones do you want to keep as the master record? You can retain field information as well. And so when picking the master, this applies to all the different groups, and it allows you to be able to bulk merge them instead of going one by one and choosing which one to keep and which one to reject and things like that. So in this example, we're looking at pick the record that has the highest number of emails clicked. If it can't choose one record that has that number, it will work down the list until there's only one record that's left. So it's kind of a process of elimination. And you can use any field, so standard field, custom fields. You can be as creative, or you could just say, you know what, pick the one that was created first. Or in some cases, you could say, pick the one where the record ID is lowest. I know I imported a lot of these today, so they're all going to have the same create date. So using record ID lowest means that even though they're created at the same day and time, the record ID is unique, and therefore it will always choose a master record. Now the fields tab is really cool. Not only can you choose which one to keep as master, so pick the one created first, you can also be very specific on how Insycle retains the correct field values. So let's say we want to take the email let's see here, let's take the work email, for example. We can say, take it from the record that was last modified date is earliest or latest. So even though the email might change from the master record, you can be very specific to what information you want to keep. Maybe the contact owner is the more frequent owner. So maybe all of the records have different owners bar a couple. You could say is an active user. You could say exists. You could say from the record that was created most recently. So there's a lot of customization and a lot of flexibility, not only how you pick the master in bulk, but how you also retain important information on the duplicates so nothing is lost. Then all this looks good. So how do you know it's going to work for your use case? You can run everything in preview mode. And so preview mode gives you a full preview, essentially. So it will simulate the merge and give you a CSV file to say exactly what will happen if you commit to those changes. Now, nothing is updated straight away. It is in preview mode. So when you run now, you'll get a short summary to say the mode was preview, everything was successful, so nothing failed. If things were to fail, you would see a failed message here. And it could be something like need to change the rules in step 4, or unable to merge based on these. Maybe there's some validation rules in the CRM, but it will just give you a way to troubleshoot, and then you can come back to the template and make any changes. So what I'm going to do is just pull up the CSV that I found here and show you what that looks like. So when you get the CSV, you'll see all of the different records in their different groups. And so let's take a look at this first group here. And if you do have any questions, please let me know in the chat. This is an open office, so if something doesn't quite make sense or you want me to go over something or clarify, then please let me know. So this group here, we've got Divine Connor. That was our record. This row here was selected as the master record. So this rule here is what chose that record, right? And then the fields tab, so this is where we're choosing to customize that record. This is what we see in this row as the master after. So you can not only see which one was chosen and jump into the deep link to open it in HubSpot or whatever CRM that you're using, but you can also check using the master after, has the email been changed? Who is the new contact owner based on these rules? So you can see what it was previously to what it would be now based on everything you have in this template. And so you can go through and just make sure, is this record the right one that we wanted to be picked as master? Is there any edge cases or anything to consider before pushing anything into the CRM live? And then once you've reviewed everything, you're good to go. You can use update mode, and that will, in real time, update, merge all the records, all of the activities, the emails, the associations, all different relationships. They'll all be pushed into that master record as well.